with all that said, and when you think about the big picture with Miami, and look, the narrative has been that the call came from inside the house. They're soft. One of their own players said it after they lost to the Packers on Thanksgiving night. Soft on defense. They can't win outdoors.
One of their players said it to us at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, he's not there anymore.
Yeah, but
yeah,
you know,
Teron Armstead,
right.
he cringes when he hears that word. But it was his own teammate that said it.
Right.
What have they done? We know what they need to do. They need to get some badasses. They need to get some guys who, as Jim Mora the Younger once said, offensive linemen, you need dirtbags. You need guys who are going to play rough and tumble and smack you in the face when you need to be smacked in the face, because it's still a violent game premised on exerting physical force against your opponent in a way superior to what he can do to you. That's what it is. They don't have enough of those guys. They're too finesse.
Right.
What have they done? Before I play the next clip from Chris Greer, what have the Dolphins done this offseason, Chris, to address any of their flaws?
They're trying.
What have they done?
They're stuck. I mean, they're stuck. They're trying. Yeah, their offensive line. They're trying to get value deals there. Some young guys, but you're right. Not really anything. James Daniel, right? The guard from Pittsburgh. Maybe that a little tougher there, but no, you're right. They haven't done much there at all. There's not many changes to their team. That's the thing. They're coming back into the year with the same team they had last year, minus a few parts, really. So that's what's going to be interesting, yeah. And the things you've talked about, yeah, you need players like that are tough and gritty and all that as well. And, of course, the coach and the organization's just got to continue to coach the team and try to make them tougher with the way you practice and communicate and situations you put them in.
Yeah, I'm looking at their list of guys they've added. There is not a single tone setter, attitude guy on there.
No.
There isn't a big name that's going to come in and make things better. They can't, because they've already blown their star budget. They've already done it. They can't go out and get any more stars.
Right.
They got to get whoever they can to address immediate needs. And I say all that because if you aren't getting better, you're getting worse. And it feels like they're getting worse because it doesn't feel like they're getting better. And against all that, here's Chris Greer on where the Dolphins currently are.
No word has not been brought up at all. We have a lot of really good football players on this roster still at some places that impact games. So that word has not been used at all. And our goal is to win this year and keep winning for sustained success in the future.
The setup that I should have made there was he was asked about whether they're in a rebuild. I apologize for the clunky transition. But the point is this. They're set up to win this year. Their goal is to win this year. Does anyone really believe that? I mean, maybe 6 games. But the Dolphins are teetering toward, I feel like, potential implosion. That this year could just go very badly for them, and Stephen Ross is going to clean house again, and then they're going to have to figure out what to do next, especially when the new regime is going to be like, well, we need a new quarterback. We can't continue with the guy at quarterback, even though his contract has fully guaranteed pay for 2026. So I don't know. Maybe they managed to win enough games that the can gets kicked. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be harsh here, but this is what I feel like is happening.
Yeah, I'm with you.
We've seen this before. It's the slow motion train wreck. We see it happening, and there isn't a damn thing they can do about it.
No, it does seem like that. I'm with you there. And again, we go back to, they've put themselves in this position, bad contracts, whatever. Mike, they're going to take a $15.7 million dead cap hit for Xavier Howard still this year. That was another contract that they obviously didn't foresee what was going on down the road here and going into the future. So they're taking that. It's been a lot of mistakes when it comes to that type of stuff. And, yeah, I'm with you. It has that feel. I certainly don't look at them in the AFC East right now and just go like we did a few years ago and go, oh, they're one of the most talented teams. Not at all.
It's going to be them or the Jets for 4th place.
I guess I would say the Jets have a better roster. We got to see the quarterback play and Aaron Glenn, but I trust the Jets roster more. The thing I look at with Miami, and again, is, the team doesn't wow you. The thing that I think will make them competitive is Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel's the thing that, to me, is going to make them competitive. We haven't hit on him, and yeah, he could coach the team tougher and do all of that stuff too. But one of the reasons they've been the most fun to watch and they can overcome some of these things are because of him and his genius coaching on the offensive side of the ball and some of the creativity he does too. So they're taking some heat down there in Miami. I don't know where it's going to go, right? I'm more of a believer in Mike McDaniel than I am other people in the organizations. I think I'm pretty, upfront about that.
He's got to play the hand he's dealt. And if you're dealt a shitty hand, what can you do? And
exactly.
I feel like the hand has gotten worse and worse.
Exactly.
And look, part of it's on him. As much as we respect and admire Mike McDaniel as a guy who designs plays, and he's a great guy to talk to, he's very thoughtful, at some point, he's got to be a little more of a badass himself. At some point, he's got to demand more accountability. And I think he's too nice to his players. And he's too understanding and easygoing. And you got to have a little bit of hard ass in you. You can't get A+ on the NFLPA report card for head coach. It's got to be B+. There's got to be moments where you get on them, because remember when the Patriots beat the Chargers and the Patriots did the Sean Merriman lights out dance, and Danny and Tomlin said, "Oh, that was a low-class move, and the players are a reflection of their coach." At some level, they are. At some level, the team is the team you want.
Exactly.
And if there's one big flaw with Mike McDaniel's Dolphins, it's they're not tough enough. And they aren't doing a damn thing to fix it. They acknowledge it, but they aren't doing a damn thing to fix it. Hey, I got a leaky roof. Yeah, thank you for pointing it out. I know it's leaky. Were you going to do anything about it? I got a leaky roof. Are you going to do anything about it? I got a leaky roof. What can I tell you?
At some point, the guy that does construction's got to help him do it too, right? That's what you're talking about. It's hard to do that when you just talk about there's not a lot of badasses on your team that can take the team and the locker room down that road. And I'm with you in that he deserves some of that blame, but you could see he faced that scrutiny head on last year. I mean, he certainly didn't shy away from it. But you also need the parts and the players there to be able to access and get into that, we're that frame of mind. We're the tough, gritty football team. But yes, you don't want to be too nice as a head coach, to your point. You're exactly. Tell me a great one that was nice. I mean, Chuck Noll wasn't leading band camp. Okay.
Tony Dungy.
Right.
That's
okay.
it. That's it. It's a one-person list.
That might be. But he had other things too there that helped him out a little bit. For
Peyton
sure.
Manning did his dirty work.
He could be the jerk, right? Maybe some other guys on the team that could be the jerk too. But yeah, I mean, you go through time. I mean, Chuck Noll. It could be Bill Walsh. Joe Montana was ready to get rid of him when it was all sudden. Jimmy Johnson.
Terry Bradshaw wouldn't talk to Chuck Noll.
Bill Parcells. Do you know how many my dad loves Bill Parcells. Do you know how many times he came home when I was young and mother effed him or had something to say, whatever, right? I mean, that's what the great ones can do. That's part of it. Bill Belichick, exactly right. Andy Reid. Go to a practice in Kansas City. I know everybody sees Andy Reid and they think he's like some jolly nice guy. He ain't all that nice. He's business and serious every time I go in that. There's no joking around. Oh, maybe when I do an interview and I talk about his favorite burger, he gives a chuckle. After that, that's it. Fun time's over. He's not like, oh, hey, what's going on? Where are you going tonight? It's like, I'm a football coach. Hey, thanks. Good luck. Hey, coach, kick some butt. Hey, we will. And that's the way he handles himself on the practice field too. So yes, there is some truth there. You got to find that fine line of being able to relate to the players, but yet there is some fear, and you can kick them in the butt when you need to every now and then. And the really good ones kind of have that magic touch to do that.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.